So Lucy, hi, thank you so much for agreeing to do this interview and for sharing your story with us. I met you 2 weeks ago for the first time, and I was honestly in awe of your story. And I think it's a very inspirational story, if you're happy to share it with everybody. Also, the reason we asked you to do the interview is because your explanation from a client's point of view of what motivation it really is about is probably the best explanation I've ever heard, that you really embraced the program and the psychological aspect of it. So if you're okay to go back to your history first of all, and you can't exercise, so that was a huge thing. So tell us, if you're happy to share, tell us more.
Yeah, 6 years ago I suddenly got a virus which damaged my heart, and have suffered from that ever since, and for that reason I can't exercise at all whatsoever, not even go for a walk. So trying to lose weight without being able to exercise and while feeling unwell and having to rest a lot of the time was always going to be a challenge, always. And that's why this program totally suited my situation. I was able to follow the eating plans, work on the psychological side, because at the end of the day it's the psychological issues that cause the bad habits, that cause you to eat unhealthily and put on weight.
Okay. And when you came in then, your initial weight was, I have your mental weight report here, your initial weight was 13.7, is that right?
That's correct, 13 and a half stone, yes.
Okay. And your mental weight was 16 stone 9 pounds. Okay. So how did that feel? So mental weight meaning it's your habits, your behaviours, or attitude, as you know, having done the programme, suggests that you were thinking and behaving like someone who's 16 stone 9 pounds. How did that feel when you came in and you heard that on your second visit?
Well, if I'm honest, it wasn't really a surprise.
Okay.
You know, my habits were not good. I knew they weren't good, but I didn't have the skills and the psychological tools to improve them, and that's what I've learned on this program. And I remember reading in one of the books that I got on the program, that if your mental weight is significantly higher than your actual weight, it's because you've probably been putting the brakes on. And I spent my whole life, at least the last 20 years of it, losing weight, putting it back on, losing weight, putting it back on, and undoubtedly that's the only reason why I wasn't already at the 16 stone 9.
Okay.
And I would certainly have got there now, not being able to exercise, if I hadn't become involved in this program.
So thank goodness you did start the program. And that, when I met you and we looked at your follow-up report, it's really interesting because you can see from your first report that there were a lot of habits, as you say, and behaviours to work on, and we looked like food reward was a big thing for you, and then versus when I met you 2 weeks ago, the mental weight then, your actual weight is now 10 stone 10, is that right?
It's actually 10 stone 7 now.
Yay, excellent, well done. And most importantly, your mental weight came from 17 stone 9 pounds to 11 stone 1 pound. So you're now thinking, behaving like a healthier person. And the reds there's blues. I mean, this is really well done. This is what it's all about. So do you feel that yourself? Do you feel that your whole attitude toward food, your thinking has changed?
Totally.
Okay.
My attitude towards everything, to be fair, I think has changed. I found the program hugely beneficial for me on a psychological side, not just from the healthy eating. And I think the issue was, if you work on your emotions and your psychological side, the food habits follow.
Okay.
The relationship with food was unhealthy, obviously because my psychology wasn't healthy. So I worked very hard on that through all the different tools and programs. I found the weekly one-to-one consultations absolutely fantastic. I found all the tools, the CDs, the relaxation, the motivation, the books, the handouts, everything were very, very beneficial. And I worked very, very hard on the different programs and tools that were given to improve. And as a result, I would say I'm a different person, I'm a better person, I'm a happier, more relaxed person.
Lovely. And you look the part, I have to say.
Thank you.
Absolutely fabulous. So yeah, you certainly my understanding is that you did embrace the programme and you filled in the handouts, because there is a lot of support tools, isn't there?
Without a question, absolutely.
Okay.
I couldn't say enough. You know, there was nothing in it that's rocket science. You know, I know you shouldn't be stressing, you know you shouldn't be eating, you know you shouldn't be hoovering up food when you're stressed or upset, you know you shouldn't be taking everything that's offered at a party. These are things people know, but what I didn't know was how to work on that.
Okay.
The behavioural therapies that I needed to change, that I needed to work on to change my mental attitude, which brought down my mental weight questionnaire and my actual weight, which is the great side of it.
Fabulous. So I think, again, thank you so much for agreeing to do the interview. And I think, and you know, it's the thing that really stood out to me is the fact that when I did look at your report, the follow-up report, your most recent, all these blues, this one, all blues were shining out, and then I looked and I saw 0 for exercise, and that's when I asked you, what's the story with the exercise, and you kind of, I was kind of quite, you know, when you answered, I was like quite shocked, and you said you told me your story, and you know, to me it proves that we're always saying losing weight is not just about exercise and diet. It is exactly as you've explained very well about your mental attitude, and you've proved that, obviously. So thank you so much again. I wish you every health and happiness in the future, and you're hopefully going to inspire a lot of people out there. So thank you so much, and it's lovely to meet you.
Thank you very much.